So Kyle, I am super pumped, man. I love coming up here. There's just so many big fish of all different species. What do you think's in store for today?
Well, we're up on the Michigan side of Door County, so we're gonna be fishing a back bay here. The wind's blowing in, so today we're gonna be basically smallmouth and swim baits is the trick.
You got it. Yep. Awesome. I can't wait, man. Let's make it happen.
All right.
It is. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. This is a decent one. No, I can't tell. I thought it was a bass. No, it's a pike. It is a pike. Oh my God! Yeah, he sure did.
Oh, I know how to that.
There we go. I don't even see the bait.
Oh, he inhaled that one.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. You think he wanted that? Look down his throat. He just chunked it. Lucky it didn't get bitten up. All right, you ready? All right, one down. All right, that was really, really neat, man. I threw out, I got hooked up, and as I was coming in, I saw a fish swimming right with mine. I'm like, throw out there. He threw out there, and he missed it on the first one, and then the second one, he whacked it. So we got a double header smallmouth. Check them out. Beautiful. You gotta love it. This is why I like coming up here. Quality fish, tons of variety. Beautiful. Let's go get some more. Another double header. Beautiful. Look how light this fish is. You can tell he's in the shallow water blending into the bottom. Very, very neat. Let's see if I can get this thing unhooked. Man, he was not coming off. There we go.
Just pounded it.
Yeah, he smoked it too. All right, let's let her go. Let's get another. Oh, you're kidding.
Behind mine. Just pile. Never mind, it's cast straight back. Ooh, mine wants to hook back. He's bleeding.
Oh, I see. Yep. If he's gonna eat it or not.
I don't understand why you're bleeding.
I don't either. It's hooked perfectly. So today we're throwing primarily swim baits. We're going to show you what they look like and what they do in the water. We're throwing the Reaction Strike thin shad and chunky shad. They're scented, shad scented swim baits. As you can see, they're deadly effective. You cover tons and tons of ground. Cast them and reel them in. It's really easy stuff. And Kyle's hooked up again, and he's got it on the bigger bait this time.
Yeah, switch out that 4-inch and
You got a bigger fish?
it feels better.
I'm throwing behind you, man.
Yeah.
If you got a follower, I'm coming in.
I don't know if it's a pike or... Don't quite feel like a bass.
It looks heavier. Oh man,
Yeah, nice.
it's
pike.
a big pike. Yeah, yeah, it's a pike. Well, that didn't take long. You put a bigger swim bait on and bang.
Yeah, it was like second cast.
Good fish. Quick release. Good deal. Oh. That's a good one. Good connection. active one too. Nobody's with him. Oh, he really, look at that. He just absolutely engulfed it.
Yeah, he engulfed it.
Absolutely choked it down.
Just like I was talking, it went right back to that original bait.
Yep.
A couple casts later, bang. All right, let's get another one.
Good deal. So I came upon these hooks a few years ago that are just awesome. They're called a Reaction Strike Flats Lock Jig Head. And you can see they got the screw lock built right into them. I love these hooks because once you put the bait on, it's never coming off. And you just thread it on until it starts to turn, then you come back through just like a normal jig head, push it all the way up to the screw, and then start turning. 3 times usually is what it takes. So you make 3 turns of the plastic, screwing it on as you go along. And what I love about these flats locks is once you got it set, it is not coming off. I mean, you'll never have to adjust it all day long. So check them out. They're really, really, really cool hooks and sharp, and just makes life easier. Let's get back to fishing. Better.
Oh, see them all?
Oh my gosh, yeah, there's a ton of them. Look at them all. Maybe I'm coming right through that spot, but nothing's on me. Can you handle this guy, or are you good?
No, I got him. He just won't quit.
That?
I don't think so. I could probably get the end of this one.
Alrighty.
Like my first cranky head.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
See that big one that was with him?
I didn't actually, but thrown behind him.
Way in shallow.
Alright.
Yeah, there was like 10 bass that followed him.
You're kidding me.
Some that are a lot bigger than this one.
Deal.
Nice little male.
Yep. Beautiful fish. They're so pretty, man. I love smallmouth.
Oh, yeah. With these smallmouth, you gotta change things up all the time. We were getting them pretty good on the 4-inch, so I went to 4-inch fat to see if we could get some bigger fish. Well, the fish just shut right off, so now I went back to the 4-inch skinny, tried a little bit different color. That's one thing with these smallmouth, they change their moods constantly, so you gotta keep changing it up and stay on the fish.
Another beautiful fish. They're so pretty. All right. Yeah, you know what, Kyle? You hit the nail on the head, man. Switching back to that thin shad, absolutely did the ticket. We went bigger, trying to see if we can get some bigger fish to bite, because we know there's bigger fish in here. A lot of times we're getting these fish and bringing them in, and they're bringing 2 or 3 fish with them, and there's some big boys with them. I mean, there's 5 and 6 pounders in here. We just got to figure out how to get them. There's no doubt they're here. Today we're throwing swim baits. We're throwing a 3.5 and 4-inch swim bait. Kyle is now changing up. We've caught a whole bunch of fish, but nothing really big. So Kyle's switching up to a little bit bigger swim bait. These are the baits we're using today primarily are the Reaction Strike Thin Shad and the Reaction Strike Chunky Shad. We'll show them to you a little bit later, exactly what they look like and what they do in the water. But they're deadly effective. I mean, you cover so much ground, make long casts, and just burn them back in. And as you can see, we're catching a lot of fish.
One thing about these smallmouth, and you gotta pay attention to all the little stuff. Like earlier today, we come across the lake, warmer water over here. Plus we got current, and you can see the current we got going through, and you gotta watch it. Sometimes when the current stops, the fish move out. Right now the current's picking up, so the fish are moving in. And water clarity is another big factor. If you get dirty water, dirty warm water, that's where the fish will be.
Come on, baby. Under the boat. Just gonna wrap this stuff up a little bit. Alright. Another beautiful smallie. Gotta love this. So much fun. Let's let her go.
That one I slowed it down till I was actually ticking bottom.
I've noticed just same thing. I just completely have gone to just a creeping it along thing.
It's a little bit better.
This is a better fish. You need than that?
No.
Okay.
Hey, this one just don't want to give up.
No.
Pale female.
It's got some heft to it. That's a fat one.
Yeah, good fish. Let her go and do her thing.
One thing, the key to fishing today is making really long casts. This water is really clear. You want to cast as far as you can. And one thing that I found a few years ago that really helps make long casts with spinning tackle is this microwave guide. It's a patented system by American Tackle. It's really cool. What happens with fishing line coming off a spinning reel is it's coming off in big wild coils. And what this does is just tame the line down. So it takes that coil and makes it pin straight coming out. Helps you get an extra 10-15 feet out of your cast. It's a really, really neat product. Check it out, American Tackle. He's fighting hard. Oh, that's a decent one. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. Good deal, Kyle. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Got a little bigger size on this bad boy. This is one of the ones we kept seeing following in before. This is a big one. Oh, look at this guy. That's a big boy right there.
Yeah.
Look how long that fish is. What a beautiful bass. I'll tell you what, smallmouth is it's just hard to beat in freshwater. Nothing fights harder. I mean, these things too, when you're casting these swim baits, and you get a bite, I mean, there is no doubt. It's like a freight train hit your line. Come on. Right at the boat. It's a good one too, guys. It's a good fish. Oh, man. Maybe not as big as I thought, but right at the boat too. Yeah, they just do not.
Oh, they just fight.
All right, I don't need the net. I'll flip him. Not quite as big as I thought he was. He just hit it so hard, it was like, felt like a giant. Nice fish though. They're all nice. Another nice fish. Let's get her back in the water. There she goes.
All right, what I'm doing here, check my leader line. That's key out here. You got to keep checking your leader. You're catching fish, they get tore up, plus they're banging rocks, and it was pretty well beat up, so I'm going to tie a new one on. What I'm doing here, we're casting long distance with the swim bait, so I'm running 8-pound braided line just so I can cast way out there. And I'm running a little bit heavier leader, like 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. Here this water is super clear, so you got to have the fluorocarbon leader just for the vision aspect. And the knot I'm doing here is a double uni. So you basically join the braid and the fluorocarbon together. And what you want to do
is make a loop just like that with your leader line. Wrap it around 7 times. Just like so. Pull her tight. Get her good and wet. Then you watch the 2 knots will actually slide together. They butt. That's what I found one of the strongest knots to use to connect the braid and fluorocarbon together.
There's one with him. There's one right with him. Throw right out there. I'll just keep him right there. He's still there. The other guy's with him still. Right under him. I'm not even reeling. Yeah, it is. Oh, he's got that black spot too. Cool looking fish. This is a nice fish right here. Just caught him. I'll tell you, we figured out just slowing down and just ticking those rocks is doing the trick. And you know, the other thing you notice is a lot of these fish this time of year when they're getting ready to spawn, they get these weird black spots on them, and then the spots go away during the course of the year. This guy's just got the one right there on the side of his face, but really cool looking fish. All right, let's get her back in the water and let's see if we can pop another few. Action's really consistent. I think Kyle just had a bite there. Yep. All right, here we go. Get her back in. And there she goes. You know, again, I've probably caught, I don't know, 10 to 15 fish off this bait. And you notice it's still in good condition. I mean, these things come 5 in a pack, and I haven't had to touch it. And again, with that screw lock hook, that thing is still locked and loaded on there. It's never coming off. I got 2 or 3 more fish in that bait before I even have to get another one out. So really pretty economical. Hiding under the boat. Come on, little fish. Where'd you go? There you are. Show yourself. Pretty yellow one. All right, time to land him. That's a beautiful looking fish. Not a big one, but a pretty fish. All right, let's get her back in the water. You on?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's a nice one. I'm telling you, he's going to get bit. There it is.
Yeah.
Hooked up. Told you. Told you, told you.
Yeah, that's a better one there. And no giant, but nice, good quality fish.
Yep.
Big female pre-spawn.
Pretty fish.
Wow.
Man, that was like a kunk. I think it's hooked reasonably well. I think it's okay. All right. This is what's so awesome about this area. You have no idea what you're going to catch. I mean, there's pike in here, there's muskie in here, there's walleyes in here, and there's good sized fish too. This is a pretty darn good pike right here. Beautiful fish. I mean, he just absolutely chunked down that thin shad. I mean, I was bringing it in and boom, like a freight train. Let's let this fish go and see if we can catch another one. This guy's got a little more weight to him. Nope, that's fish. I did not hit bottom. All right. Ooh, he's fighting hard. Not bad at all. They're all nice fish. I tell you, smallies are just the best. They all run under the boat too. It's like they think that's their safe space. Yep. Ah, what another nice fish. I'll tell you what, even though the weather's starting to get nice, Kyle, I think we're going to call it a day. I really appreciate it. Thanks for bringing me out here, man. I don't know how many fish we caught. We had to catch 25 to 30 smallies and a couple of good pike. What a fun time.
Yeah, it was fun having you. Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah, it sure was, man. And it's starting to get nice, but you know what? I don't want to get greedy. We've caught a bunch of fish. We're going to let this one go. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Trophy Fish Hunter. Join us next week. I don't know where we're going to be, but I promise you this, we're going to be chasing after big North American game fish just like this one. Thanks for watching.